When a feared biker stops his roaring motorcycle at the edge of a desolate road, he finds a young girl lying injured and terrified, whispering, "Please don't hurt me. I can't move." Known for his rough past and cold heart, the man shocks everyone with what he does next. The Harley-Davidson roared through Highway 49, its chrome pipes echoing off canyon walls. Jake, Reaper, Morrison gripped the handlebars with calloused, scarred hands. The wind whipped through his graying beard as he leaned into curves, seeking peace that only came when asphalt disappeared beneath spinning wheels. 6 months ago, he'd walked away from the Crimson Wolves Motorcycle Club. Now he worked at Murphy's auto shop, keeping his hands busy and conscience quieter than it had been in years. The torn hospital bracelet in his jacket pocket crinkled as he shifted, Emma's bracelet from St. Mary's Hospital 3 days ago, where he'd witnessed a young girl being wheeled in with injuries that haunted his sleep. The Crimson Wolves had been his family for 15 years. But when President Viper Castellanos ordered him to harm innocent families, Jake drew a line he couldn't cross. Walking away hadn't been clean. They'd let him leave breathing, barely, and only because his military service earned enough respect to buy his way out with broken ribs instead of a grave. The motorcycle coughed as Jake crested a hill. Skid marks scarred the asphalt, leading to a sedan wrapped around a telephone pole. Steam rose from the crumpled hood. Jake pulled over, boots hitting gravel. Then he heard it, a small voice, weak as a whisper. "Please don't hurt me. I can't move." She couldn't have been more than 8. Dark hair matted with blood, school clothes torn. Her left leg bent at an unnatural angle. She lay 15 feet from the wreckage, thrown clear on impact. Her wide brown eyes tracked his approach with pure terror. "Hey there, sweetheart." Jake's voice came out gentler than it had in months. "I'm not going to hurt you. My name's Jake, and I'm here to help." "Mama," she whispered. Jake glanced toward the car. No movement. His throat tightened. "Let's focus on you right now, okay?" He pulled off his leather jacket, covering her with its warmth. "Can you tell me your name?" "Emma. My leg hurts real bad." "I know it does. I'm going to call for help and stay right here with you until they come." For the first time, trust flickered in her eyes. Jake dialed 911, his Army medical training guiding his assessment. "I used to be a soldier, Emma. We learn how to help people who got hurt. I'm going to take real good care of you." "A real soldier? Did you fight bad guys?" "Sometimes, but mostly I help people just like I'm helping you now." He pulled out a worn photograph, his daughter Lily, frozen forever at age 7. "This is my little girl. She always said when you're scared, it helps to think about happy things. Can you think of something happy?" "My teddy bear, Mr. Patches. And when Aunt Sarah reads me stories." Sirens grew louder. Lead paramedic Maria Santos raised an eyebrow when Jake rattled off Emma's vital signs with military precision. "You have medical training?" "Army medic. Possible fractured fibula, suspected bruised ribs. No signs of head trauma. Good assessment. Probably saved her from further injury." Emma's eyes sought Jake. "Is Mr. Jake coming too?" Sheriff's Deputy Coleman stepped forward, his gaze lingering on Jake's tattoos. "I'll need a statement. Your name?" "Jake Morrison." "Any relation to the victim?" "No, I found her like this." "Can I ride with her?" "She's scared." Santos overheard. "She's asking for you." "You can ride." At St. Mary's Hospital, Emma disappeared behind swinging doors. A woman in scrubs rushed toward the information desk, Sarah Martinez, Emma's aunt. When her eyes found Jake, her expression hardened, then wavered as she took the stuffed bear he offered. "Mr. Patches?" "She never goes anywhere without him." "You stayed with her?" "She was scared. It seemed right." "Thank you." The simple gratitude hit Jake harder than any punch. He turned to leave, but Emma's voice called from behind the curtains, asking for Mr. Jake. Each step away felt like abandoning her. The bar offered no peace. Emma's frightened face kept mixing with memories of Lily. When Emma's teddy bear tumbled from his jacket pocket onto the sticky floor, everything changed. Jake headed back to the hospital. Mr. Morrison, Emma's been asking for you. Room 314. Emma's face lit up. Mr. Jake, you came back. Of course. Brought someone who missed you. He held up Mr. Patches. Are you going away again? Not if you don't want me to. Aunt Sarah had to go back to work. She works at the other hospital. She can't stay with me all the time. Where are your mom and dad? Emma's expression clouded. They went to heaven. In a car accident like me. But they didn't get better. Tears slipped down her cheeks. We were coming to see me in the school play. If I hadn't been in the play, they wouldn't have been driving that night. And Aunt Sarah is sad all the time. I heard her say she doesn't know how to do it by herself. Jake's throat constricted. Emma, listen to me. What happened wasn't your fault. Your mom and dad loved you enough to drive through the night to see you. That's what parents do when they love their kids. Do you think she really wants me? I think she loves you more than anything. Would it help if I talked to her? Maybe I could help sometimes. You would do that? Sometimes the best families are the ones you choose. Sarah appeared, less frazzled. I see you found Mr. Patches. Mr. Jake says he's going to help us. If you'll let me, Jake said simply. The manila envelope landed on Sarah's kitchen table, social services questioning her financial stability and ability to provide adequate care. Jake knocked at 6, as he had every evening for the past week, carrying takeout. Once Emma went to wash her hands, Sarah pulled out the papers. They're challenging whether I can provide adequate care. I work 12-hour shifts, Jake. I can barely afford this place. What do you need? Reliable childcare, better living conditions, financial stability. Jake studied the papers. This evaluation is in 2 weeks. We won't let them take her. He pulled out a check for $5,000. Use it for whatever you need. Jake, I can't. It's an investment in Emma's future. Why would you do this? Because sometimes good people need someone in their corner. Over the following weeks, Jake carved a wooden horse while Emma watched. How do you make it look so real? Years of practice. My dad taught me. Said working with your hands helped calm a busy mind. Tell me about your daughter. Sarah asked. Jake's knife slipped. Her name was Lily. She would have been 12 now. Did she like horses? Emma asked. She loved them. I kept saying next weekend. There was always something more important until suddenly there wasn't any more time. His jaw tightened. Hit by a drunk driver while I was 3 states away with the club. She asked for me in the ambulance. Is that why you stopped when you found me? Yes. I couldn't help Lily, but I could help you. I'm glad you did. And I think Lily would be glad too. The note under Jake's windshield was brief. Time to talk. Viper's handwriting. They'd found him. Jake drove to the warehouse. Viper stood waiting with 4 other club members. You're looking soft, Reaper. My business is my own now. Word is you've been playing house. You don't get to just walk away from family. Blood in, blood out. I remember when family meant something more than intimidating civilians. Clubs got heat. Your name keeps coming up. You might be more valuable to the feds than to us. A man with something to lose might be tempted to make deals. You know me better than that. Here's what's happening. You're coming back tonight. We've got business requiring your particular skills. I'm done with that life. Then I'm visiting your new family. Viper showed a photo of Sarah leaving the hospital. That pretty nurse and the little girl, Emma Martinez, room 314. You stay away from them. Then come home. You've got 24 hours. Jake drove Sarah and Emma to his remote cabin. Just for a few days. Until I sort this out. You want us to what? It's safe, remote. They'll never think to look there. At the cabin, Emma explored with delight while Sarah checked locks and supplies. That evening by the fire, Sarah asked, What happens next? I go back. Handle this before it gets worse. And if you can't? Then you stay here until it's safe. The cabin's yours legally. Papers are in the kitchen drawer. Why would you do that? Because Emma needs security. Because for the first time in 5 years, I understand what I should have been fighting for. Promise me you'll come back. I promise I'll try. Try harder than you've ever tried. Over breakfast the next morning, Emma asked, Mr. Jake, do you love Aunt Sarah? Jake knelt beside her. Yes, I do. And I love you too. Like a family? Yes, like a family. Good, because we love you too. Jake found the GPS tracker on his motorcycle. They'd been watching for weeks, knew about the cabin. He called Mouse, a former club member who owed him favors. That's serious hardware. 2-week battery life. Jake disabled it and moved Sarah and Emma again, but Viper's text came. We're already closer than you think. The wolves were approaching. Jake made Sarah take Emma into the woods. Stay off the main path. Don't come back until you hear my bike. Jake, no. We stick together. Not this time. This is my fight. At the quarry, Jake faced Viper and the club. The fight was brutal, 2 men battling for fundamentally different visions of strength. When Jake pinned Viper, both were bleeding and exhausted. It's over, VIP. I'm walking away and you're going to let me. Viper laughed despite his split lip. You think you can just walk away? I already have. Jake tore the Crimson Wolves patch from his jacket and dropped it in the dust beside Viper's. Anyone who visits Emma or Sarah answers to me personally. Mouse nodded. Message received. Jake rode away, leaving his bloody patch behind like a gravestone marking who he used to be. Emma's family drawing covered construction paper. Jake tall in the center wearing his leather jacket with a gentle smile, Sarah beside him in scrubs, and Emma between them holding Mr. Patches. All 3 surrounded by a heart-shaped border. This is us. This is our family. Sarah emerged carrying medical supplies. Time for your bandage change. Will you help me write a letter to the judge lady? Emma asked. To tell her we're a real family now. That evening, watching the sunset, Sarah said, she drew us as a family. Is that what we are? I think we've been a family for a while. We just needed time to recognize it. I love you, Sarah. We both do. Jake pulled out his grandmother's ring. I want to spend the rest of my life proving I'm worthy of your trust. I love you both more than I thought possible. Emma ran up the porch steps. Are you asking Aunt Sarah to marry you? Yes, I am. If she'll have me. Say yes, Aunt Sarah. Sarah laughed through tears. That's definitely a yes. 3 years later, 10-year-old Emma dusted the wedding photo on the mantel. Tell me about the wedding again. Jake smiled. It was small, just us, Marcus, and Judge Martinez in the courthouse garden. And me. I was the flower girl and ring bearer and best man altogether. You were the most important person there. Sarah agreed. None of it would have happened without you. When Judge Martinez asked if there were any objections, I raised my hand and said there was one very important objection, that nobody had asked me if I wanted Jake to be my daddy. And what did you tell the judge? I said I'd been wanting a daddy for a very long time, and Jake was exactly the right one, because he knew how to fix broken things and make them beautiful again. Jake pulled Emma close. I'm glad you weren't too scared to love us. I'm glad too, baby girl. Outside, the first stars appeared, and inside their small house, a family born from courage and kindness settled in for another evening of simple happiness they'd learned to treasure above all else.